What's going on, guys? I hope all you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be about, well, it's a true story, and I think it's very important that you take the advice that I give you in this video very seriously. Just take it in, absorb it, okay? So here we go. So as you may have guessed by the title of the video, we're talking about customers, okay? Now, when I say customers, I just mean customers, okay? And the reason I say it like that is because, alright, so here's the story. I've known this one lady, older lady, for like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. I've done work for probably 10 years, maybe, close to it. We send each other Christmas cards every year. You know, I've gave her pictures of my kids. You know, just big friend of the family, but also a customer. Now, so the story is, the other day we went to do some weeds, okay, and I've done weeds for this lady for years. We pull them, trim her bushes. It's a normal routine. We've done it, or I've done it so much. Back when I was in high school and just started college, I think I first started, she paid me $10 an hour. And I was like, I thought that was, you know, back in high school, you know, I'm 27 now. So back in high school, I thought that was something. And then after a couple years of that, I bumped it to 15 an hour. Okay, well, after 15 an hour, I did that for a little bit, and I was like, I'm just not making any money. I'd be out there for 4 hours, and I'm miserable, I'm in the heat, I'm beat, I'm exhausted, and I just wanted making money. So I told her, I said, I do it by the job now, okay? And I told her that several times, I do it by the job. Well, here's where it gets interesting. Now keep in mind, this lady, it wasn't more so of a friendship, it was still a customer, but got so close over the years that you wouldn't think that this woman would ever, you know, go off on you, or me. I didn't think she'd ever go off on me, right? I just didn't. There's too nice, sweet of an older lady, right? So, but anyway, we show up to her house. I bring the team. We trim her bushes, pull her weeds, and they were pretty bad. Okay, there's a section behind the garage that's like 4 feet tall. So we get done anyway. I tell her the price, and it was over $100. I'll tell you that, it was over $100. I'm not gonna tell you the exact amount, but it was over $100. She lost it. I'm not paying that. Yada yada. She went off, exploded, and I figured she might. You know, some older people, they want to haggle with you a little bit on the price, okay? So, I mean, I didn't let it bother me. I said, okay, well, you know. Well, we worked our way down to $80. It was me and one other guy, right? So, we worked our way down to $80. That was 40 apiece. We were there probably almost 3.5 hours in total. Okay? And I thought that was fair. Okay, the first price was that was spot on, okay? She did not want to pay $80 for these weeds. Thought that was way too high. She was expecting to pay $40, and here we are. You know, I know she probably seen me as still a high school kid. Sorry, allergies. Still probably see me as a high school kid that still worked for $10, $15 an hour, but you know, she knew that we're licensed and insured. I have a team. This is all I do now. We do this on the regular. But I swear, I had never seen a woman get so mad. So the lesson here, she ended up slamming the door and everything. And she paid us. I told her actually just to keep it, and we would go on if she felt that bad about it. But she refused that. She wanted to pay us, but at the same time she didn't. But anyway, the lesson here is, do not get so close to your customers that you see them as a friend versus the customer, okay? You're running the business, and you can be nice to them. By all means, be nice to your customers. That's how you get business, okay? But they are your customers. They're not your friends, okay? You cannot get so close to somebody that you're doing business for that it starts to become more of a friendship, like, you know, they know everything about you, what's going on in your life, and yada yada, and versus, you know, you just treating them like the customer, okay? Now, guys, you got to know your worth. You just have to. If you're, you know, you go up to a job, you kind of look at it, you kind of know what it's going to take you, how long it's going to take you. It might take you 3 hours, 4 hours. You kind of get a feel for that. If you're bringing a helper, you might look at it and be like, oh, that's only going to take an hour, okay? Well, you know that. You kind of can guesstimate what to charge off that. Just know your overhead. Like, if you putting down mulch or fertilizer or something like that, then you know you've got to include that into the price. And customers don't think of this. They don't think of that at all. They just think of, you're just showing up and you're doing that. And so, if I was to do a mulch job, say you have, I'm going to use an example, say you have a 1,200 square foot mulch job. That's pretty good size. And you bring a crew of 3 people, or we'll say 3 or 4 people, and you do it in, let's say, an hour. We'll say 2 hours. 2 hours tops. You do this job. Okay. To the customer, you just did all that work in 2 hours, and they may not think that it's worth the original price that you quoted. All because you got done quicker. And that's how this lady was. You know, normally if I went by myself at that lady's house, it would take me 4 to 5 hours pulling her weeds, trimming her bushes. But this time, I brought a extra manpower now. Well, you got done, and it was still over 3 hours. A little over 3 hours. Not quite 3.5, but a little over 3 hours. But because we finished soon, she thought that it was not worth our asking price. Okay. So, you don't want to fool with people like that. You don't want to dumb yourself down for the customer. Well, guys, I'm getting ready to go do some more weed pulling jobs. So that's all I got. Just wanted to run that by you. It's a very important lesson. Do not become too friendly with your customers. I mean, you want to be friendly, but don't consider it more of a friendship than a customer, because that's when things go bad. Okay? So just remember that. I hope you take it in, absorb it, just get it in your head, and go by it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to all. I think at the time of this video, there's like 103 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thanks to each and every one of you. Thanks to everyone for even viewing a video of mine. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I think the Poison Ivy video now is at like 14,000 views. To me, that's still unreal. I just can't believe that it got that much views. I think that's crazy. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, follow along. Be safe out there, guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.